Welcome to Get in the Mix. In today's video, we're taking a look at the latest monitor speaker on the market at the VM range from Pioneer. Now that's the replacement from the S-DJ range and a direct competitor to the likes of the RP5 from KRK, HS5 from Yamaha, and the T5V from Adam Audio. So in true Get in the Mix box opening fashion, let's open the box. Oh look, just in case you didn't know, it's got a little box opening guide.
Oh.
So it says, open the flaps, turn it upside down. But, you know, I've been doing this for years, but I didn't know it was the official recommended.
To be fair, I don't know if you've ever done it quite like this.
Ooh. White. Open up that secondary box. More box instructions, just in case.
Is this a tip up?
Yeah, this is also a tip up. Got instructions with some little rubbery foam feet in there, I presume. Flip. Ooh, easy. IEC cable. European IEC cable for your trip to France.
The road. It's definitely upside down.
And here she is. Now the first thing I notice, shape difference. Let's have a little side-by-side comparison, because we do love a side-by-side.
It is upside down still.
Is it? I think I would have noticed that looking at the back.
There we go.
Oh look, walking out. So, first thing we noticed, much clear-cut, kind of shaped design.
Angular.
What shape is this?
Sort of like a long hexagon.
And then compared to the much more rounded shape that we got on the S-DJ, whether that will affect the sound is yet to be seen. The second thing jumping out at me, rear ported, compared to front ported on the S-DJ50X. So what does that mean? Well, it means you're gonna have to bring it a little bit further away from the wall. Not going to be ideal for your mounting, wall mounts like this, but perfect for your desk mounts, perfect for your floor standing stands. And, in my eyes, a rear port does normally give you good performance. I like the chrome finish on the front there.
It's like a brushed metal on the panel.
Yeah. Much smoother than the old style. We've got much the same on the drivers. We've got our aluminium plate on the front there for improved acoustic performance and specifically an exceptionally low resonant. So you're not going to have as many of those resonant frequencies pushing through. On our rear ported design on the back here, you might notice that it's got these little ridges in there. Now that is what Pioneer have aptly named the Vortex Bass Accelerator!
The Vortex!
For a tight and punchy and rich bass response. Now, I'm not going to try and analyse the science behind these ridges and how that transforms the sound, but hopefully it does. Apparently it does, and we'll soon find out when we plug it in. The next thing to notice, unlike the original S-DJ range, we've now got the introduction of a full DSP for both your highs and your lows. So we've got L1, L2, L3 and L4 for both high and low. And you can see on these little logo symbols down here that we've got a variety of different kind of frequency responses. So we've got room 1, which by the looks of it is a roll-off, anything below 50 Hertz. We've got L2, which is flat, which you can quite see is a flat response. We've got room 2 on L3, which looks like we've got a little boost around 50 Hertz. So if your room's lacking in that, sub frequency, you can boost it a little bit. And club bass, which is probably going to be emulating a bit more of the classic style, which were kind of renowned for being particularly bassy, particularly ramped up. Now that did mean that these were a bit more geared towards your DJ kind of studio monitor setup, your DJ monitor setup, whereas the new range from the VM are cross markets, cross demographics,
catering more to the both.
Does it all. At the end of the day, if you want it flat, you've got a studio, you're doing your production, you want it as flat as possible, then you can slick it onto your flat response on L2 and H2, which is low 2 and high 2. If I'm DJing and I want that bass, then I'm going to boost it to H and L3. And if I want that
club
bass, then we'll boom, L4, bash it out, see what happens. Now, RCA jack, combi XLR input, and handily also RCA unbalanced input, which is actually, you know, the same as the last one has, but you know, not always you get an RCA on the monitors these days, so it is good to have that as an extra option. Standard IEC power. We've also got the auto standby, which means that the light on the front is going to, you know, automatically go off when you've not used it for a certain amount of time, saving the environment, saving electricity. So we've looked, we've read. Time to listen?
Yeah.
It's time to give these bad boys a listen. We're going to do a little A to B comparison, switching between the master and the booth. Just get a general sense of what they sound like. Now, I know you guys at home aren't going to get a representation of how that sounds. And I know this isn't a controlled environment, so you don't need to rip me in the comments, but it's going to give us a good idea of what they sound like, and you're going to gauge my humble opinion.
Very humble opinion.
Humble as they come, don't you worry. Let's play. We've got Reflexer next. Boogaloo. Got our booth here. See what we're set on the back. We'll start off on a flat response, I reckon. L2, H2. I'm going to put that at 12 o'clock. So that we can switch once we're in the full blips of it. 0 dB on the high and 12 o'clock on the volume. Much nicer high end on that one. Straight away.
The low end difference, I can tell. Right?
Yeah, so I mean the low end is pumping on this. We like that for DJing. It's nice and controlled on this, a little bit tighter. That response is nice. The high end on this was coming through a lot crispier, a lot. That perk really did crack in my ear. So we're back on flat. Let's go for L3 and H3, shall we? Give it a little boost. Little boost. Not too bad. It's not the club boost. It's not club vortex time. Right, we ready? Club boost on the bass. See if the bass compares. Unmistakably, the high end is so much crispier and nicer on this. The bass, when you got it in club, that's kind of translates. It goes well from kind of matching the DJ setup to the flat response. I know you're not getting a great comparison at home there, but it's a nice sound. So we've compared the fives. DJX, VM range. VM takes the bag quite clearly. But there is a big, bad boy version.
Bigger?
Bigger and badder. Much bigger cab.
They look massive
They are.
compared to what we had before.
S-DJX. Ba-dum-bum. Got a lot of those low mids that this one's lacking a little bit. It's got them cutting through a little bit better on this speaker over here. Again, that bass is punching through. Beefy as anything. It's a sharp design, it's a sharp sound, it's adjustable, it's flexible. What more could you want from a monitor speaker? Whether you're DJing, whether you're making music, the Pioneer VM range has it all. So as always, like if you like, dislike if you dislike, chuck us a comment in the comment section and be sure to subscribe and make sure to get in the mix.